Okay. The way that I got started, really, it's a very interesting story because both my parents worked at Kelly Field, and I was staying over at this lady's house who had her two granddaughters were also staying there, but they would go down to the Lozano Apache courts to take dance lessons, which were being put on by Berta Almaguer and the Parks and Recreations. So one day I asked, you know, is it okay if I go? Because obviously I was very bored at home. And I did go. And I was sitting off in the corner watching Berta Almaguer play her piano. Because she played the piano. She would go up and show the children the step and come back and sit and play her piano. And so one of the girls there, her name is Cynthia Guerra, needed a partner because in a few weeks they were going to be performing at Niosa, at La Villita. So Berta Almaguer looks over and sees me sitting there, and she walks up to me and she says if I would mind partnering this little girl, you know, learn how to dance and for the Niosa program. And I said, sure, you know, yeah, I'll do that. So the thing about it is that, you know, I was doing, in a couple of weeks, I was doing the show in Niosa with Berta Almaguer. So that's how I got started. I always tell people that I got started by accident, okay, because I didn't plan to go there to dance. I planned to go watch. You know, I performed with Parks and Recreations for quite a few years. You know, I started at 7, and then at 17, I was discovered by the late Jose Greco, who offered me a contract. He saw me dance and he offered me a contract, and like basically within 24 hours my life changed. You know, I went with a dance company, and the next day I was given an audition, and on January 24th, 1967, I left with the Jose Greco company. One thing led to another, and because of that, I was able to travel all over the world performing. And that also led to me going to Spain to live. I was in Spain for many years, both performing there with different dance companies, internationally known companies, and it ended up my career in Spain as a teacher. I taught at Amor de Dios in Madrid, Spain, for 9 years, and that school is very well known. We had students from all over the world, and they continue to be one of the top schools in Spain to learn flamenco as well as classical Spanish dance. You know, so that was what happened after being here in San Antonio performing with Berta Almaguer. Okay, the fondest memories I have of Parks and Recreation and Berta Almaguer. I mean, you know, she was I want to talk a little bit about her as a person, because I know that many people, obviously this generation and generations past, don't know of her, but she was such a warm person, such a giving person. She was like a mother to all of us children. I mean, she was always very much aware of how we were doing, how we were feeling. You know, that's the fondest memories I have. Or one of the fondest memories that I have is of her and her person. You know, I mean, she was an incredible, warm, giving person. You know, but I think as a child, looking back at my childhood, then I always remembered the end of the year program, which at that time was held at the Sunken Garden. They would have dance schools from all over San Antonio. We would perform. And then later on it moved to the Municipal Auditorium. And that is the fondest memory because I looked forward to it. I was with all my friends. We were running around. Berta Almaguer was yelling to get us all back grouped together. And I think as a child, it's something that I've taken with me all these years. And that I think that's my fondest memory of Parks and Recreation, when we all used to get together at the end of the year. Plus the performances we did in Niosa. I mean, we did that every year, you know. Even being in the studio here, it brings back memories because this is one of the places that I came as a child to hear to Berta Almaguer Center. I mean, it's completely changed. I mean, you know, it's nothing like what it is now. But, you know, the minute I walked in the door, a lot of these beautiful memories of being here, being with her, being with all the children, you know, and looking forward to the performances and just, you know, being able to have fun. And that's one of the things that she brought with her to her dance studios, is that we had fun. You know, I think if she were alive, and I know she's looking down at us now, I mean, she's got to be very, very happy and very proud of how things have developed in something which she started many, many, many years ago. And as we all know, when you start something, those are the roughest years making this happen. So I think those are my fondest memories. My advice to the children of here, of San Antonio, is that you can do it, you can make it. You know, don't think that because you're not from Spain, or because you're not Gypsy, or because you're not from Andalusia, you have points against you. And you know, I hope that I can be of some reference to them in the fact to say, hey, you can do it. And that's my reason for coming back here, to be able to share this with the younger generation of today and say, you know, we've got to go forward. You know, we represent a beautiful city, you know, which is San Antonio, and I've always been very proud of it. Wherever I've been, in any part of the world, people know that I'm from San Antonio, Texas. And I think we have a beautiful city, and you believe in yourself and do it. If that's what you want to do, become a Spanish dancer, or whatever you choose to do in your life, do it. You know, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it.